Alright, hello. It is Friday once again, and that means it's time for me to record an episode of The Sharp Note. How is it going? This will be the ninth episode of The Sharp Note. I did not do one last week because I put a post out, but my laptop died. Um, it would not turn on, and yeah, just I it wouldn't work. So couldn't do anything on my laptop. And because my laptop died, I got set back on like a lot of my projects and things I've been working on. And yeah, it set me back a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but we're trying to overcome. So you can see this episode looks a little bit different than some of the previous episodes. Well, all of the previous episodes. I finally got my act together. Because my laptop died, I was recording all of these on my laptop. And so I had it set up on OBS on my laptop, but can't use my laptop anymore. So I was like, you know what? Let me just redo it and I'll make a background. So yeah, we got a little little fancier of a setup, I guess. Little upgrade. Um but I mean, yeah, anyway. So it's still point of the podcast is me just talking about life and music things. And honestly, recently I have not been doing much with music. But I've been doing a lot of things in life. I have done a little bit of stuff with music. I'll say I. All right. Well, first let me talk about life stuff first, and then I'll talk about music. So yeah, like I said, my laptop died, so that sucked. Um, and I had it fixed, and then I picked it up, and it lasted all about 3 days, and then it died again, and it is now currently dead again. So I have no laptop to make music on or do graphic art or yeah, I don't have a laptop to work on like I have been using for the past 4 years to do things. Um, yeah, almost 4 years, not quite, like three and a half, I guess. Anyway, um, we'll see how if I can get it like fixed, completely or not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I do have my PC that I built, which is what I'm recording off of now. So that's cool. I've got my PC I can do stuff on still. Thank God. I'm so glad I built this PC when I did. And yeah, it has this PC has done me well. And if it died tomorrow, I would be mad, but I'd be pissed if this PC died tomorrow because then I'd have no laptop and no PC. So no, this PC cannot die tomorrow because then I'd have nothing. I'd have literally no computer to do anything off of. I'd have to basically just like wrap it up. That I guess I'd figure it out somehow, but dude, like I wouldn't be able to do like I'd lose a lot if this PC died. So I pray to God that this PC makes it for another couple years at least. And I need to slowly like put stuff in the cloud or yeah, just like get some like information backed up and whatnot. But that's neither here nor there. I feel like everybody needs to do that to some degree. Like we all have that goal in mind. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm just rambling about shit. Yeah. So I've just been freaking busy with other things too. I've had little to no time. Well, I've also wasted a bunch of time recently, but not really at the same time. Like I have wasted a little bit of time, but it's the time that I've wasted is like in between time. So like transitional time from one thing to the next. Like I'm every single day I've been doing something like pretty much all day long. But I do lose time in the transitional periods, which I don't know. You know, part of that is I drive so much. I want to cut back on driving so much, but I mean, I have to drive places, so it is what it is. I said I was recording this on Friday. I'm actually recording this at 2 a.m. the day this is going up. Oh my gosh, the day this will be posted is the 22nd of February. So it's 2/22/2025. If this were 3 years ago, exactly, it'd be 2/22/2022. But it's not that. It's 2025 now. So, yeah, but it's 2:22 at 2 a.m. Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, I've just been busy with random life things. Doing stuff literally every day. I mean, that's the adult life, is you have stuff to do. You don't have a free day. You do not have a free day. You have to do stuff every single day, which is fine in my mind. I don't know. Like that's not the worst thing in my mind. Now, if I had to go out and hunt every single day or something for like food, or go out and farm for food every single day, that would suck. I would not like to do that. But with modern conveniences, I don't have to do that, so that's nice. That's very nice. I like that. I like that a lot. And I can just do other work to earn, yeah. Anyway. And then I just do this shit in my free time. Yeah, so speaking of which, stuff I do in my free time, music. I haven't had a lot of time recently to make any music or anything. I want to make time soon to make more, but I've been just thinking about what I want to do to, I guess, better myself as a producer and an artist, and one of those ways is improving my mixing and mastering naturally, and like just learning more about audio engineering. So I've been studying a little bit more, and I downloaded a couple plugins that should be pretty cool. And they won't necessarily like be life-changing plugins or anything, but they should help me make better mixes and master, like mix and master music a little better. I don't know. Hopefully it helps anyway. One of them was free, which is cool. And then the other three were on sale. They were cheap, relatively. I got four. Uh, and I've basically, because I feel like I've basically run through all of the basic FL Studio plugins, and that's like critical in my mind. So like, all right, FL Studio or Ableton, if you're learning or like Logic, whatever, if you're learning a DAW, where you can make music, um, learn the basic plugins of whatever DAW. Like just learn the basic plugins. So that's like, at the very least, you can at least just throw one of those on to do some effect that you need it to do. Like if you don't need the best plugin in the world, and then you can figure out how like you can figure out another plugin, like an actual good one that can replace that one and do that job. Anyway, but honestly, a lot of the time, like, you don't even need that. Like, the basic plugins for these like dolls are pretty good. Like, they do what you need them to do. So you don't really need to worry about it that much, as long as it's doing what you yeah, as long as it kind of just sounds like it's doing what you want it to do. I mean, how wrong is it? It's not. Like, it's as long as it's yeah, as long as your intentions are halfway. I don't know. Yeah. So whatever. Anyway. So yeah, hopefully, I was playing around with those plugins the other day, and yeah, they're pretty cool. They're pretty interesting. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. I don't know. I'm so tired. I need to go to sleep soon. It's 2 a.m. now. But yeah, I hope you like the new style, I guess, in a way, for this for the sharp note. This is different. I changed the background a little bit. That's pretty much all that changed. And I guess the audio visualizer. I don't know, whatever. It's pretty much the same, but it's very basic. I don't know. I may add to it, or I'll change it in the future for sure. But something for now. At least it's not just a random picture. Anyway, um, I don't really know what to talk about, man. Yeah, I'm not sure. I just kind of like turn these podcasts. I just start recording and I just start talking. This is not this is not planned out, scripted at all. I just be ranting. Oh, well, one thing else you might notice is the audio quality is probably sounds way better than, well, yeah, it definitely sounds way better than any of my podcast episodes before this one. So any of the first 8, because this is the 9th one. I didn't get a new microphone or anything. I've had this microphone that I'm using now. This is just a different one than the other one I was using before. So I just switched. But I've had both of these microphones for a while. I just like the other one because it's I don't know, it's just a cheap one, and it has it's honestly just pretty shit. It's a bad microphone, but that's what makes it good in a way. I don't know. It's intentionally low quality, I guess. Whereas this is just like pretty decent quality for, Anyway. Yeah, I was talking a second ago about this PC I built. Yeah, this PC is not great, but um I got the parts for it, put it together, um got Windows installed on it, bought an activation key for like 10-15 bucks or whatever, and activated the Windows. So that's cool. And I not too awfully long ago, like last year, I got a new graphics card for it, so that's cool. So I have a pretty good graphics card in it now. Um, and I need to upgrade the CPU though. The CPU is hurting in a way. It's not like bottlenecking all the time, but it does sometimes, I think. I don't know. Probably sometimes, but honestly, it's not like too big of an issue, so I'm not like too worried about it right now anyway. But I do want to, like, if I do get a little bit better CPU, it's actually not that much money for like a pretty significant upgrade, and it's not going to get me like, oh, the best CPU on the market, but it'll be a pretty significant upgrade, and it'll last me at least another like few years, and then yeah, give it a few years, and I'll probably build another PC, because I've had this current one that I built, yeah, almost 4 years. I got this around the same time as I got my laptop. I think I got my laptop. I had my laptop before I had this PC, but I got them about the same time. So I've had this PC for like 3-4 years now, and it can last another 3 or 4 years, especially if I get a better CPU. And then it may even last after longer than that, another 3-4 years after that. So yeah, I don't know, that's pretty neat. I like this PC. It has done me well so far, but it does need some upgrades. One thing I could do too is add some more RAM to it. I have 2 RAM sticks in it. There's 4 RAM slots. I can easily just toss another 2 RAM sticks in it to give it 32 gigabytes of RAM. Because right now I just have 16. It's just, a pretty basic number. 16 gigabytes of RAM. That's like average in my mind amongst all the PC, yeah, PCs out there, I guess. Anyway. I, yeah, this PC has done me well. I've used this PC a lot. This PC has allowed me to do a lot and learn a lot. Um, so, I mean, that's just a product of doing stuff, though. And, like, pushing the limits of this PC. Because, like, you can't bottleneck the CPU unless you're truly bottlenecking the CPU, right? And honestly, the easiest way to do that is play a game of some kind. But, yeah, and just, like, turn up the graphics. And then you'll, but anyway. But I use my computers for, well, like, recording videos like this and making music and graphic art and video editing and just other random things. Those are, I guess, the main things I use it for. Use computers for in general. Just like research shit. Like write papers, of course. And do assignments for. I'm a college student right now, undergraduate, so. I got coursework and doing projects and assignments and stuff like that. Just work, busy work mostly. Had a 4 or 5 page paper due the other day. Oh, well, a 4 to 5 page paper. I ended up writing 5 pages. I mean, that's not the long. That's a pretty short paper though, relatively. Only 5 pages. Some high schoolers can be like, "Oh, 5 pages. Oh, 5 pages. That's a lot. Oh my gosh." Dude, 5 pages is like pretty much nothing. Like, cause really, what can you say in 5 pages? Like, truly, what all are you saying in 5 pages? Not much. To put it into perspective, all right, if they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, let's say, when you write a paper, it's about 250 words per page. So when you write 4 pages, it's about 1,000 words. So one picture is essentially equivalent to a 4 page paper. So this paper I had to write the other day, 4 to 5 pages. So it's equivalent to like one picture. Roughly. So imagine looking at a single picture. That's basically what I wrote the other day. Like if you were to translate a picture into words, into 1,000 words. That's a 4-page paper. So, anyway. But of course, there will be people who don't agree with that. But, I don't know. Anyway, but suffice to say, yeah, it starts getting a lot when you start getting into the triple digits. Double digit paper, I have 10, 15, 20 page papers, something like that. Those are bad. Don't get me wrong. Those are difficult, but they're not the worst thing in the world. But once you start getting to 50 page papers or 100, 200 page papers, that's where it starts getting pretty murky in the waters for me. That's a lot of information to write about and to cover. I mean, I said 50. 50 is not too bad, but yeah, once you start getting to triple digits, that's where it starts getting murky. 50 pages isn't so bad. 50 pages is doable with a good team of people or something. Depending on the context, if you're writing a 50-page paper solo, that's gonna take you a bit. But with a small team or some shit, because it depends on the context of what you're writing. If you're writing a research paper and you did a study with a group of people, I mean, you're not gonna have to write all 50 pages or whatever. But if you're in a group, if you did that paper with 3 other people, so there's 4 of y'all, you're gonna have to write at least 10 to 15 pages or something that contribute to a 50-page paper. So someone is going to have to, one of you guys or all of you guys together are going to have to go over all that information and make sure it all lines up correctly and makes halfway sense. So to lead a 50-page paper, that's a lot. So yeah, people just don't get it. They don't understand how difficult it actually is to do it and to do it well. And because most people don't do it well. Most people don't write well. Most people just do not write well. Their papers are bad. They're badly written. The things they say are just badly written. And then there's a lot of people who can write very well. And then they can speak very well, very eloquently, if you will. I don't know. I try to speak well. I don't know. I try not to be arrogant though, of course. So some people, they don't speak well or they don't write the best because they didn't have the best access to, things. So it's not necessarily their fault. Those people, if you're one of those people, please don't be mad at me. I'm sorry. But if you're one of those people who you did have access to, reading and writing materials and bettering, and your parents tried to get you to study, I don't know, all the things, and you just suck at it, well, that's your own fault. That's you had the opportunity, and it's just kind of your own fault that you didn't. Even halfway, because you don't have to be the best. I'm not trying to claim or I'm not trying to sound arrogant, like I said, and claim as if I'm the best at writing papers or the best at speaking or whatever in the world. But dude, it's really not rocket science. and just think about it. Just think about it. Go and do some research. Go take a day, take a night, take an hour or two tonight. Just go do some research on something. Go learn something about English. Go research the Oxford comma, dude. Go research the Oxford comma. And if you think we should not use the Oxford comma, click off this video right now. You're not allowed to watch this video anymore. Click off. I'll give you a second. If you are one of those people who think we should not use the Oxford comma, I want you to click off right now. Go watch something else. You should not be here. Because Oxford comma, we use Oxford commas around these parts, all right? And you are wrong not to. Oxford commas are where it's at. You need to use them, because otherwise sentences don't make sense. If you don't have them, sentences don't make sense. It just yields grammatical errors. So you need Oxford commas. And honestly, when Oxford commas are like used, if you were to read that sentence out loud, it would make more sense to have a pause where that Oxford comma is. So the Oxford comma makes more sense both like written and also verbally, like spoken verbally. Anyway, that's a nerdy language thing. But yeah, so people don't appreciate it though. They don't appreciate how hard it is to actually write good papers and to write good information. It is definitely a good skill. Like rapping. People don't understand rapping and how difficult rapping actually is. Some people do. I mean, there's a lot of people that do. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people that do appreciate it and they understand it. But a lot of people that just discredit things like that. They're just like, oh, that sucks. Or they don't like it or something, or it's not there. But it's like, dude, just because you don't like it, there's a lot of things that I don't particularly like. I do not like Taylor Swift. I'm just not a fan at all. Like, I don't really think it's anything that but you know what? I recognize the value of her stuff. Like, I see how someone can get into that and get into Taylor Swift and be a fan of her. I'm just not one of those people. You know what I'm saying? Like, or what's another one? Just another random person. Oh man, I have a person on the tip of my tongue. Who am I trying to think of? Alright, I don't know, but like I don't know, just random people. There's certain people I'm just not into their stuff and what they do. They're good people and I recognize the value of what they are doing. I'm just not, it's not for me. You know? So, I don't know. That's neither here nor there though. Anyway. And naturally, my stuff's not going to be for everybody either. So the music I make, this podcast, not everybody's going to listen to this. I don't want everybody to listen to this. I just want the people who genuinely want to listen to a random dude ramble about things. If you genuinely want to listen to me ramble about things, hey, I'm glad you're here. But if you don't want to, hey, click off. You don't have to listen to this. And there's a lot of people who either they won't even click on it to begin with. They'll see this and be like, that doesn't look interesting, and they just won't even watch it. No, that's fine. That is perfectly fine in my mind. It does not make a difference in the world to me, because I'm going to post this regardless, and it's going to stay up unless YouTube takes it down or something. Or it's like 20 years in the future and YouTube no longer exists. But other than that, this is just kind of got, this video kind of gotta just, it's just kind of, I can't speak English right now. It's just gonna kind of sit and just do nothing. And if somebody watches it, great. If somebody doesn't, whatever. So, yeah. Go check out that album I posted 2 weeks ago on Dilla Day. February 7th. I posted that album, Buckingham Beagle. Go listen to it. It's good. I think so. It took me a while to finish it. It took work. And it is one piece of work of hopefully many to come. And it's just on, I have it just posted on SoundCloud and YouTube for now. But I want to put it on Apple Music and like Spotify and whatnot. So that will be cool if I can make that happen. But, yeah. Anyway. Man, I can't believe my laptop is dead. It makes me so mad because my laptop it messed up, it died, like it wouldn't turn on, and then I got it fixed. I took it to this place cuz I have a warranty on it. Cuz I bought it through my school, my university, and I mean that's like a standard thing, I'm pretty sure. You get a laptop through a university and the warranty. Anyway, so I got the 4-year warranty, and they'll like fix it. You know, the tech place will fix it. Anyway, so they fixed it, and then yeah, like I said, it lasted 3 days, and now it's not turning on again. Same issue as before. So, we'll see what they say. I sent them an email. Tried calling. We'll see. But it may be a bit, unfortunately. So yeah. That sucks. I hope, like, part of me just hopes they just say, you know what, we tried fixing it, and it didn't work, so we're gonna just give you a replacement. And they just give me a new laptop. Like new, like just give me a brand new laptop. Because it's just a laptop, dude. It's just a laptop. It's really not like laptops are so, in my mind, disposable. Like each individual laptop is disposable in my mind, just because of how unpredictable they are, and how, yeah, they're just, laptops are ridiculous, dude. PCs are where it's at, and like servers, making your own servers and shit and server racks. That's where it's all. That's where true like computing is. Laptops is not true computers. They are not true computers. They are. Yeah, that's just. It's like. Would you call your iPhone a computer? Technically, yes, but no. You call it your phone. You don't call a laptop a computer. Laptop, so it's a laptop. It's got, obviously, it is a computer, duh, but yeah, laptops suck. Granted, I have had this one for 4 years without much issue, but, or almost 4 years anyway, without much issue. But the battery died so quickly, like, or it not died, but the battery stopped like having a charge um so fast. Like it when I first had this laptop, the battery would last a good amount of time. Um Now not so much. And it happened pretty quick that way. Like literally within like a couple months of me having this laptop, I had to start using the laptop plugged in 100% of the time. I couldn't not have the laptop plugged in unless I had it charged and I had shut it down, which I that was one mistake I made for a while too, was I was just not shutting it down. Like, and I was just like sticking it in my bag. But now I shut it down like pretty much after every use when I put it in my bag, because just to save some little bit of the charge. But again, it dies so quickly that it just, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, well, I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out. We'll get it fixed. It's not the end of the world. Uh, I have my PC still, so I'm gonna try to continue with the normal things. But yeah, so sorry this episode, or sorry I missed last week. But again, no one was fucking waiting on this podcast anyway. So, um, but yeah. I want to get back to making more music. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna be using these new plugins and stuff, and just new I'm always doing research on new like techniques and um, just new music stuff in general. Always listening to new music. Um, and trying to I listen to a lot of the same music over and over again, but whenever I listen to something over and over again, I'm always finding new elements and new just parts that I didn't necessarily hear before, or new things that I didn't like. I just study it. You just study the shit. Like you figure it out. Like you hear a song so many times, you know it front and back. Um, so that's basically what I do. Just by studying these songs, just good music. Yeah, trying to anyway. What I believe to be good music, which I think most people would agree that I think I have a pretty good music taste. I'm not gonna toot my own horn about it though, but I have a pretty solid um like music storage, I guess. I have like 50 gigabytes or 60 gigabytes on my phone of music. Hold on. Let me see. If I go to like storage or whatever. Wait. 55.7 gigabytes. The artist who I have the most of. Ooh, who would that be? I don't know. It would probably be well, let me scroll through. J Dilla, I have 800 megabytes. So that's a decent amount. Kanye, I have 566 megabytes, which is just like, few of his albums and whatnot. And a few of like Dilla's albums. Logic, I have 794 megabytes. That's interesting. I didn't know I had so much Logic on my phone. This is an interesting one. Hold on, I don't know how to pronounce this dude's name. Nathaniel Cano. He makes Corridos Tumbados, 288 megabytes. It's not a lot, but it's something. I'm just listing off random ones. Skrillex, I have 290, apparently. Suicide Boys, I got 400. That's cool. West Side Gun, I have 500 megabytes. That's cool. Yeah. Tyler the Creator, I have 1 gigabyte and some change. Have a whole gigabyte with Tyler. That's interesting. He's probably the one I have the most music of, if I had to guess. Of any one individual, you know, artist. Because most of these, unless it's like Lil B or something. Hold up. No. No, yeah, I think that's it. I think it's Tyler. I have a whole gigabyte of just Tyler music. Tyler the creator. Yeah, and I also have a whole gigabyte of Kendrick Lamar. Of course, duh. Um, and some change, a gigabyte and some change. It's about the same amount. So I had two whole gigabytes, just for one for Tyler the Creator, one for Kendrick Lamar on my phone. And then yeah, so how many songs is this though? It's it'll tell me, I think. Hold on. About, yeah, here you go, here you go. 7,057 songs. That's a pretty good amount of songs. 7,000 songs saved on my like downloaded onto my phone. That's a pretty good amount of songs if I had to guess. I don't know how many people have 7,000 songs downloaded. Granted, I'm not listening to every one of those songs all the time, but I'm probably listening to about 1,000 of those regularly, and then about another 2,000 of those, like at least semi consistently, and then the other like maybe like 3 to 4 thousand songs is just like other random songs that I don't really listen to. So I'm probably because I listen to a lot of those songs. I have like 1 or 2 thousand song playlists that I've made, and I've got multiple playlists, and I do listen to a lot of random songs. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much of that 7,000 song total that I truly keep up with, but that's what I've got on my phone. And there, like I said, there is some of that that I don't really listen to that much at all. Some of that is just like I downloaded the whole album so that I would have the whole album, but I only really listened to like half the songs in that album. So the other half of the album is just kind of like sitting on my phone, and I just don't really listen to those songs that much, but I still have them on my phone. So take that 7,000 song figure with a grain of salt. I'm not listening to all those songs all the time. Um, but that is what it is what I have on my phone apparently. Um, anyway, so yeah, but and the songs that I do listen to, I listen to a lot. I because I'm listening on Apple Music, but I'm also listening to music on like YouTube and like Instagram. That's not really listening to music though. That's just you hear music on like videos and stuff. But yeah, I'll listen to music on YouTube a lot too. And I listen a fair amount on like I have Apple Music personally. I listen a fair amount on that. But and I listen to my own music a lot. That's I listen to my own music quite a bit. Just one because I enjoy my own music, but also two so I can figure out what's wrong with it. you know, it just gives me more time to listen to it and think about it. So, anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, fuck. Alright, I'm tired. I've been rambling for too long now. I appreciate anyone who watched. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the little bit better quality now. Halfway serious with this podcast now, I guess. So that's cool. Yeah, appreciate anyone who decided to listen. This was the Sharp Note, episode 9. So yeah, that's all for now. Bye.